Who's the person that's number one on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wow, I wonder why so many Hollywood celebrities and politicians are panicking now that Diddy's been arrested. Welcome back to the JP React channel, my beautiful freedom-loving friend. This is where we like to call out the lies, hypocrisy, and corruption of tyrants and Satan, shine the light of awareness on woke absurdities, and highlight the amazing work of other freedom fighters. Why? Because truth conquers. Now, good news, truth has conquered some satanic human rights violating behavior from one Sean Diddy Combs. You know all about that. You can see the headline just reminding you what you've heard 1,000 times. Sean Diddy Combs arrested following raids, human trafficking investigation. There's plenty of allegations that involve and a lot of other celebrities and political figures, including the Obamas. Now, I did a whole video expose on my most previous reaction video on the Obamas that I think has the potential to get Diddy offed, probably by suicide, I'm sure, while he's in custody. So if you haven't seen that, it's damning allegations directly at both Obamas around the Diddy ring. So I'll link that video here. Be sure to check that out. It is disturbing as hell and didn't make me any more of a fan of the Obamas, that's for sure. Oh, speaking of which, how'd this get in here? I didn't mean for that to be right there. But with Diddy being arrested, we're seeing celebrities and politicians alike go into full-blown panic mode, and it's fun to see what they're doing. It's not fun what some of them did. Now, I would imagine there are countless celebrities and politicians who have photos taken with Diddy. Now, even if they were innocent, it makes sense they would want to delete them for sure. And if they're guilty of felony wrongdoing, that also makes sense that they would want to delete them. Now, with the politicians and celebrities from trusted Hollywood, good influence on your kids, keep tuning in. With all of them that have had photos taken with Diddy or been at some kind of party, even if it wasn't one of his freak-offs party, I doubt that 100% of those celebrities and politicians are guilty. However, the percentage of celebrities and politicians that aren't guilty certainly isn't 0%. So the erratic behavior, the panicking behavior of the celebrities and politicians, now that Diddy's been arrested, it doesn't necessarily implicate them they're guilty, nor does it exonerate them. My mind is open. I don't think they're all guilty, and I don't think none are guilty. But for that, let's just take a look at some of our trusted leftist celebrities and leftist politicians that are maybe doing a little panicking. I saw this going all over Twitter about Usher. Concerned Citizen posts this: weird that Usher just deleted all 7,000 posts on his account with 11.6 million followers. Probably just a coincidence. May or may not be, but it's interesting to take note of. Also, a comment on that thread, which is full of pedophile. A, Disney. B, Washington, D.C. C, Hollywood. D, the Vatican. Well, I'll take all of the above for $1 million, Bob. Usher's not the only one. Hollywood pop star Pink is at it and deleting all her 4,000 posts from her 30 million followers. First Usher, now Pink, who's next? And he goes on to say, I'm guessing Lady Gaga or Beyonce. Oh. Well, why might they be doing that? Well, Elon has a great post. You can see right here. Twitter is both a social media company and a crime scene. Elon posted that back December 10th, 2022. And then he just reposted it recently in light of the P. Diddy stuff and people trying to scrub what may be a potential crime scene. It just says ... Pretty accurate repost. Elon explains a lot. Now, before we get to some more celebrities that are acting a little bit scared at this time, one man called this out on the Shannon Sharp podcast. A lot of people said, well, he is just crazy. Well, when you're saying an inconvenient truth, you're also called crazy, and that is comedian Cat Williams. Let's hear what he had to say as he was well ahead of the P. Diddy curve about what he was doing.
It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period.
Truth to that.
Big Deviance is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I love that. 2024, the truth will shine through, according to Cat Williams. It's God's way or the other way, but it's only God's way way for us. All the deviants will be exposed in 2024. It doesn't matter if you're Diddy or someone else, so he called that out. And I love his prophecy. There are a lot of lies being exposed in 2024. 100%. Now, let's not confuse any level of the mainstream media acknowledging those lies being exposed for them being exposed. But rather what you're going to get with the media is more attempts to cover up. And the more they try to cover up the lies, the more it exposes them as lies. It's we, the people, that are here to behold the lies that are being exposed and therefore the truth that is coming to light. We can't outsource that to anyone else. Tell me when the truth is coming to light. Tell me what the lies are that are being exposed. No, you're looking in the direction of the lie. Hello, media. We, the people, have to notice it for ourselves. And they're there for the noticing. And the deviants like Diddy being exposed and a number of names associated with him being exposed, that's part of the light that's coming through. We'll get back to the video in just a second, but first, as a free thinker, I'm always interested in learning what people think. But something I found is people's algorithms and news sources tends to heavily influence what they think. That's why I think bringing complete transparency to the news that we get, where it comes from, what their bias is essential if you want to be a free thinker. And that's why I love Ground News. And you can check out ground.news/JP. For example, with RFK Jr. recently endorsing President Trump, that is dominating the news cycles. But you can see the left outlets have a very different perspective than outlets on the right or the center. Check out this headline that's going around. RFK Jr. decapitated a dead whale and brought it home, daughter said. So if you look at the coverage distribution, it is predominantly the left that is pushing this decapitated whale story about RFK Jr. And we can use our minds to reason to believe maybe the left media outlets are doing that to get people to think less favorably about the Trump-Kennedy association. And every day, Ground News collects thousands of different articles around the web on news stories that you're interested in, but they bring them to you with transparency. For example, on the RFK Jr. decapitated whale story, you can see the coverage details. Of the 18 total news sources on this dead whale story, you can see 11 of them are on the left, just 1 on the right and 3 in the center. And that gives a total bias distribution of 73% left. And that's good to know, because if that's where your news is coming from, that's what you're being influenced to believe. Another feature of Ground News that empowers us to see what some media might be trying to hide from us is the blind spots feature, which means Ground News finds the stories that the left just aren't covering. For example, RFK Jr. announces he will actively campaign with Donald Trump. That's huge news, empowering for the right, and you can see that has 0% coverage on the left. In other words, it tells you what the left doesn't want you to know about. And it'll also give you blind spots on the right media outlets. There just are less right media outlets and less blind spots on the right, but it provides the full picture. I love Ground News, and I think you will too, because our news is only as good as the source it comes from and their bias. And if we don't have full transparency of that, we don't know if it's good news or bad news. To bring full transparency to where you get your news from and wake up to what's really going on instead of being fooled while you're trying to inform yourself, go to ground.news/JP or hit the QR code here and take advantage of my link so you can save 40% off unlimited access, which is the subscription on Ground News that I use myself because I want to be informed, not fooled. Check it out. Now back to the video. And checking in with our resident Candace Owens correspondent, here's what she had to say about King James, which I love. Is LeBron James going to weigh in on his friends' freak-offs? I mean, we hear from the king on virtually every political issue, so this seems like an odd one to stay quiet about. We'll see what LeBron has to say while talking to his friend Diddy in just a second. But I think this is a great question by Candace Owens. You know, I'm curious about this too, because is she's right. The king, he certainly weighs in on all these important social issues, like we've got to defund the police, we've got to sit down for the national anthem. You know, he's oppressed because he's a billionaire. He doesn't hesitate to virtue signal, but he is certainly quiet. Let's see what he has to say.
Oh, hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Well, it makes sense why he's not saying anything, but he probably shouldn't have said that. How would he know what a Diddy party is like? Huh. I wonder if he was just making it up, or if he's been at a Diddy party. I'm sure he wouldn't, because he's the king of virtue signaling, so he wouldn't go to a satanic ritual where literal crimes against mothers and women are happening. No. What did he say?
Oh, hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Okay, yeah, it's good for humanity that there's not many parties like a Diddy party, but I guess the Diddy party is something LeBron goes to, unless he's lying. Hey, Lisa, see if you can get LeBron on the line to comment about this. Yeah, let's see if we can clear his name here. Now, there's one thing for sure. There's a lot of celebrities out there that will preach to you about how you and all the other peasants are contributing to man-made climate change through our carbon emissions, exhaling and breathing as part of that, but also how you selfishly do things like drive a car and use a gas stove and eat nourishing meat made from cows that fart. Now, those celebrities who take time out of their busy schedule to talk to us and scare us about carbon emissions while they're flying on a private jet, they are the trusted ones. So let's check in with our resident prison correspondent, Diddy, about who his favorite climate change activist celebrity is to have at his parties.
Public information yet, but who's the person that's number one on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay, Leonardo DiCaprio, a man I trust because he seems to be of high moral character, as evidenced by he cares about the planet so much that he's on his private jet telling us we gotta really bring down our carbon emissions, as he's attending the World Economic Forum that is seeking to enslave people like you and I, not really him. Nonetheless, he is Diddy's favorite party guest. I think. Let me just play that back to make sure that's what Diddy said.
But who's the person that's number one on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yep, so I will continue to trust Leonardo DiCaprio based on his high moral character, and obviously he's a man of science because he's a Hollywood actor who never studied science, so who knows better than him about climate science and what you and I should be doing to be more virtuous human beings. Oh, and before we get to some politicians, let's check in with what's happening in Jennifer Lopez's life. P. Diddy's ex, who spent several years with him. Now, normally I don't give a damn what she's doing, but this caught my attention. According to General MC News, breaking, Jennifer Lopez and her management team are on high alert, having held crisis talks to devise a plan in case she becomes implicated in the ongoing criminal investigations involving her ex, Sean Diddy Combs. Now, open-minded JP here would say, even if she's innocent, she might know it's possible I would be implicated because I'm his ex. And also, if she's guilty, it would make sense both ways that she would be having strategic legal meetings on what to do in case she's implicated. So I don't know if she's guilty of anything or not, or if she knew things and was silent. I don't know, but that's what Jennifer Lopez is doing today. Damn it, how'd this get in here again? That ain't cool. That's not good. Not good. Now, the Obamas being at Diddy's freak-offs party, there's a lot of evidence that that happened. And again, I'm just going to cite I would call it bombshell video I released just most recently here on the Reacts channel with my reports of journalists' bombshell reports on the Obamas with really damning allegations. If you haven't watched that, please watch it. We'll link it below. It's on my reaction channel. But here is some kind of celebrity, probably famous for being with a guy, I don't know, Chrissy Teigen, and you'll hear her read out a question out loud about her and the guy next to her, which I think is her boyfriend or husband, John Mayer. Not really a celebrity guy, but you'll see, what's your favorite place you've ever had public sex? And she mentions the Obama party, presumptively at a Diddy party where their Obamas were. Watch how uncomfortable John Mayer gets. He kind of looks like a guy that knows he needs to cover this up, knows she shouldn't have said that, and he's certainly not going to say anything more. Is he afraid for his life in this? I don't know. Is he afraid that the blackmail evidence someone potentially might have on him might come out if too much is said? I don't know, but I do know he looks very uncomfortable. Check it out.
Public place, you did it. Is this the best or the worst? What do you do?
The best.
Okay, the best? Probably the Obama thing.
John, what's the? Oh God.
Oh God.
John,
What?
what is your wife talking about?
I don't know.
He doesn't look comfortable.
Chrissy, get back in. What happened?
We're not going to discuss
We're not
that.
going to discuss it.
We're not. We're not.
Oh my God! Secret Service. Come here, jump back in.
Hi.
Look at John. Look at I don't.
Hi.
We're not talking about it. That's the truth.
That is an awesome answer.
Not the White House.
Not the-
It was not
It
the
was
White
not
House.
at the White House.
It
That is
was 100%
correct.
not the White House. I promise
He was
you.
not elected yet.
And there he confirms it. He was not elected yet. A lot of people would say, like, why would the former president Obama go to a deviant party? Well, based on this intel, he wouldn't. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but based on this intel, he wouldn't. Because John Mayer says it happened before he got elected. So was he out networking, trying to climb his way up or whatever? I don't know. But allegedly, before he was president. And you have to check out the most recent video I did on Obama's that I've been talking about to find out how Michelle was allegedly involved as well. Oh, here's one of your favorite trusted politicians, Hillary Clinton with Diddy. She's a good judge of character. And of course, Kamala Harris probably wishes this was never screenshotted. I haven't confirmed it, but I would have a hard time believing it's not deleted from her Twitter account. Thank God for screenshots. Here's what Kamala Harris says to her friend P. Diddy. Thank you, Diddy, for hosting this town hall last night. There's a lot at stake for our communities right now, and it's critical we bring to the forefront how coronavirus is perpetuating racial inequality and health disparities. So much genius in that. By the way, I forgot that I guess the coronavirus is in fact a racist virus. That's probably what made it so dangerous. Appreciate Kamala Harris keeping good company with trusted characters like Diddy. Kind of makes her more of a trusted character. And of course, another trusted character that Kamala got just a glowing endorsement from that I know it's going to sway me to vote for her, certainly, because I like to outsource my decisions to what celebrities are doing, which is the whole point of this video, saying we should do that more, guys. But what more credible celebrity with great moral character, and therefore probably a great judge of character, is there than Oprah Winfrey? And here you can see the impeccably moral and great judge of character, Oprah. She's sitting there second to the left, and I guess immediately to the left, her right, is Diddy. So vote Kamala because Oprah said so. Got a good judge of character, doesn't she? The moral of this degenerate story is, ladies and gentlemen, if you or your children outsource your perspective and your morals and your life decisions to Hollywood celebrities or, quite frankly, most politicians, you are an idiot. And I'm guessing you don't do that. That's why you're watching this. I do my very best not to do this. But if we ever needed a reminder of outsourcing our morality to celebrities who have a carefully manufactured front of being an upstanding person with potentially satanic activity behind the curtain that they work to keep closed, we're in trouble. So with that said, with any celebrity or politician out there sweating it, feeling nervous, filled with anxiety right now because Diddy's been arrested and you're afraid he's going to spill the beans on you, I just want to say good. You deserve to feel all of that hell on earth, and I hope you get caught. I hope justice is served. We'll see what happens. With that said, my beautiful freedom-loving friend, thank you for watching this video. Let me know any of your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll look forward to seeing you on our next video. But until then, stay free, and remember, freedom isn't free.